evening, racing fans. Welcome to racing action from Flamboro Downs for this Thursday evening. Our first dash will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card of racing. Note in race number 1 for Keep America Great, going for an overhaul. Steel to aluminum shoes, minus the Murphy blind on the left, and the hobbles extended half an inch. Hobbles extended half an inch, and number 8 Accelerator scratched is 8 Accelerator. Race 2, no changes. Race 3 scratched is number 7 Coltrane Sealster. Race 3 scratch number 7 Coltrane Sealster. In race 4, scratches of 1 and 6, 1 Racing Sand and 6 Choreographer. That's race 4 scratches 1 and 6. And races 5 through 9, no changes. Races 5 through 9. Field for race number one. One is Malvolio, Daryl Thiessen for Jacob Murray and Jason Albrecht. Number two has always been crazy. Scooter Gimlet drives, trains, and owns. Number three is Redland Wrangler, Paul McKenzie for Steve Charlton and Kathleen Charlton. And number four is Keep America Great, Brett McDonough for Yvette Gallant. Number six, The Dark Panther, Jay Harris for Ken Duncan and Emma Duncan and Jen Lucier. Number nine, Treasures Pirate, Andre Goy drives and trains for Don Lesheed. Seven is Macalco, Dale Spence for Darren Rayner and Mary Harris. And number five is Senior Advisor, Austin Surrey for Courtney Bishop and John McQueen and Stuart McQueen. Field of eight, scratched is number eight, Mock Celebrator. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, I want to start with number five, Senior Advisor. Well, that last race beaten almost 20 lengths, so what am I doing putting this one on top? Well, class drop, and you do see this one beating this class April the 18th at London. And last year did have 20 top three finishes and 32 starts. So Senior Advisor is one that has some ability. And in this bottom class, you don't get a lot in the way of form. A lot of the horses in here are coming off of poor races. In fact, not one of them is coming off of a top three finish. Of course, that's how they got their way into this class. The remedial class, race number one. Yeah, I know a lot about that. Five, Senior Advisor is 9-2 right now. Number three, Redland Wrangler, is one that during his career is kind of a case of seconditis. 15 runner-up finishes, 2 wins during the past 2 seasons. Redland Wrangler is way off form, but drops well down. Redland Wrangler, I think, is one that's going to step up and race much better in this spot. Fits well here, 5-1. The red of Paul McKenzie for Stephen Charlton. Redland Wrangler. Team Red at 5-1. Number one, Malvolio. Well, Malvolio drops a level and gets the inside, so maybe Malvolio could come back around and be a factor. He's getting heavily bet. Was a seventh here last time, and that was May the 4th, so it's been out of the box a little bit of time. Malvolio 5-2. And one more is number two, Always Been Crazy. 2 races ago, beaten just 2.5 lengths. Last race post 8 here, so tough to judge much. But look at, you go back April 4th at London, went to the front from post 3, second beaten and nose, almost won. Always Been Crazy. Scooter Gimlet on Always Been Crazy, 11-1. He'll have to jump off quickly and take a picture as he runs through the wire. Rock and roll, Scooter. It's a field of 8 for race number 1. They're at the top of the stretch on a soggy Thursday at Flamboro Downs. Field for race number one is at the start of the rough, and Redland Wrangler Malvolio, senior advisor, always been crazy and keep America great. But right now it is Malvolio who has the lead. Redland Wrangler, always been crazy. Senior advisor is racing still on the outside and now takes back and gets to the pylons racing fourth. Well, now he's on the inside. Then Keep America Great. The Dark Panther. Then it is back further to Treasure's Pirate. And Macalco is trailing the field past the opening quarter. And, well, we'll give you the fractions a little bit later. Malvolio, 9-5 on the boards, got the lead. Redland Wrangler second. Senior Advisor has popped out now. And Always Been Crazy is on the inside, racing in the front four. Then Keep America Great and the Dark Panther. Treasure's Pirate and Macalco. Malvolio leading as they come up towards the half. Malvolio, Senior Advisor on the outside. Senior Advisor is driving hard. They race on past the half. Senior Advisor is trying to get the better of Malvolio. Malvolio on the inside, but Senior Advisor is able to come on by now. Senior Advisor is taken over. Malvolio racing second, about 2 1/4 back. Redland Wranglers popped to the outside. It Always Been Crazy is scooting on the inside, racing fourth, and now scoots to the outside and is about 4 1/2 off the lead. Then it is Keep America Great, the Dark Panther, Macalco, and Treasure's Pirate. Senior Advisor leads on by 3/4 and 5-2 on the board. Senior Advisor with a lead of 5 lengths right now. Redland Wrangler, Always Been Crazy, Keep America Great, in Malvolio. Senior Advisor as they turn for home on down the stretch. Senior Advisor is cruising now. Redland Wrangler will just try to hold on to second as Senior Advisor wins, slows badly at the finish. Redland Wrangler, Keep America Great, and Always Been Crazy. Senior Advisor wins race one. Time of the mile 157 and 1. 157 and 1. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race one, number 5, Senior Advisor Austin. Sorry, the winning drive. Senior Advisor, 6-year-old Art Speakpay gelding, but John McQueen and Stuart McQueen, trained by Courtney Bishop. Second win this year, 19th lifetime for Senior Advisor. The first race payouts, 5, Senior Advisor, $7.30, $5 to 73, Redland Wrangler, $4.20, and $2.30. For Keep America Great, $2.90, $2 Exactor, $35, Dollar Tribe, $96, Dollar Super, $381.95, 20-cent Super, $76.39. First race or finish from the top, 742-3165, scratch 8. That's 742-3165, scratch 8 on the bottom. field for the second on parade. One is five-star Lewis Semi, filling up for Sean Stacy in Landmark 17 Racing, and Stephen Downey and Dan Mugridge and Asa Lotnan. Number 2 is Rolex JR, applied for Tess Waxman and Ryan Bender. Number 3, Bregas, Steve Houdon for Ken Oliver and Milton Young. And number 4 is Harborlight Ambrose, Austin Sorry for Rachel Andrew and Ralph Jardine. Number 5 is Adriatico Hanover, Jason Ryan for Tim Myers and David Omlicoli. Number 7, Bet 'em Alive, Jay Harris for Gerald Lilly and Jeffrey Lilly and Blair McLaughlin. Number 6, Salzburg Tsunami, Brett McDonough for Ron McDonald and Brent McLennan and Charlie Fitzpatrick and Shen Go. 9 is Vogue Blue Chip, Daryl Thiessen for Rod Boyd and Rick McNeil and John Osinga. And 8 is Wild Doc Holiday, Damian McClellan for Kyle Bossens and William Brown. Well, fans, over the last little while, the best bet has killed some heavy favorites, but I don't think we can knock this one out. Rolex 4 to 5, my top choice. I think can handle the pressure of being the best bet. Now look, last time, did get caught by Clint's Vet, but Clint's Vet's not back in here. And Clint's Vet actually is a really nice one that stepped back up and raced the way he can in the past. So Rolex, a better post position, back in the same class. I think Rolex is going to start rolling to another win streak again here. Even money is not any kind of prize, but at least I think we can get this one home. Rolex and JR Plot for Tess Waxman. Tess's barn has been really good of late as well. Rolex 4 to 5. Others 4, Harborlight Ambrose. Well, raced pretty nicely from post 7 at London last race, and the start before that was a winner in this class. So if there's one that's going to take down Rolex, I think it's Harborlight Ambrose. 6 to 1. Certainly the recent form is solid, and he has proven in this class. You see back in April a couple of thirds at this level as well. Harborlight Ambrose and Austin Sorry for Rachel Andrew. Austin looking for the driving double. 6 to 1. Much better value play. Number 1, 5-star Lou. Well, Prospect Series at London last race, second beaten in neck, 57 and 1, and does show racing a win here in Anometers to April 27th, then moved up to this level, had post 8, so you take that 5th place finish with a grain of salt. Was a mile of 55 and 1. 5-star Lou, Sammy Filia for Sean Stacy on the inside at 4 to 1. Could be a good play in here from a better post position. And number 6, Salzburg Tsunami, is one that did wire a class at London 2 races ago. And last time racing at London was 5th, though. But still overall compares well enough. I think that Salzburg Tsunami, one that was a good earner last year, made 30,000 plus in 21 starts. Salzburg Tsunami, Brett McDonough for Ron McDonald, is 12 to 1. I think belongs in here as a contender and can get onto the superfecta. Number 2, Rolex, though, is rolling to favorite status right now at even money. is rolling for the second. Five-star Lou Rolex, Brigus on the inside, Harborlight Ambrose, Adriatico Hanover in the center, the outside, Salisbury Tsunami, Bet I'm Alive, and Wild Dog Holiday. And the second tier, Vogue Blue Chip. And right now, Adriatico Hanover is off stride. It's a field of 9 for the second race. They're at the start. The inquiry sound will go up pertaining to the 5, Adriatico Hanover. Rolex and Harborlight Ambrose, the first couple to leave home. Harborlight Ambrose driving out is going to take the lead. Rolex second, 5-star Lou third, Vogue Blue Chip fourth, and then Brigus, Salisbury Tsunami, Bet 'em Alive, and Wild Dog Holiday. Harborlight Ambrose blasting out to lead and is in front by about 4.5 or 5 of Rolex, the 1-2 favorite. And 5-star Lou is third, and racing fourth is Vogue Blue Chip, who's in front of Brigus and Salisbury Tsunami and Bet 'em Alive and Wild Dog Holiday. Harborlight Ambrose. Rolex rolls up a little bit closer, is 2 lengths back. They race off the turn, and the field heads on towards us, and 5-star Lou is positioned to third, and then racing fourth is Vogue Blue Chip in front of Wild Dog Holiday, then Salisbury Tsunami and Bet 'em Alive and Wild Dog Holiday, and the field works their way on past the half, and half was 58 and 4 off a 26 and 4 opening quarter. Harborlight Ambrose leading by a length and 3/4 now over Rolex. Vogue Blue Chip is on the outside and is working first over third, then 5-star Lou and Brigus, but Harborlight Ambrose continues on. Harborlight Ambrose leading by a length and 3/4. Rolex up a little tighter in the pocket, and to the outside, Vogue Blue Chip is showing second. 3/4 is, they race on by 3/4, and Harborlight Ambrose 3/4, we'll give you that time later. And it is Harborlight Ambrose still at the front. Vogue Blue Chip, Rolex racing third, but Harborlight Ambrose as they turn for home. Harborlight Ambrose, Rolex, Harborlight Ambrose cruising in the stretch is going to win it and take it by about 4. Rolex, then Vogue Blue Chip, and 5-star Lou. There's looking number 4, Harborlight Ambrose. Austin Sorry with the driving double. Harborlight Ambrose, 4-year-old Up the Credit Bay horse, owned by Ralph Jardine, trained by Rachel Andrews. Second win this year, 7th lifetime. Harborlight Ambrose. Fans note a refund on 5 Adriatico Hanover. Outside of the first star pole at the start of the race, refund 5. And note that to number 2, Rolex, the inquiry sound will go up pertaining to a possible pylon violation onto a Rolex. Fans note the judge's ruling that number 2 Rolex did not violate the pylon regulations. The inquiry sign will go off. The second race payouts for Harberlet Ambrose 660, 270. Hold on a second. Fans note the price is number 4 Harberlet Ambrose 660 and 270, and no show wagering 2 Rolex 210. $2 exactor 1270, dollar try 6060, dollar super 94.85, 20-cent super 18.97, $2 double of 5 and 4 $31, consolation double of 5 and 5 720. Fans note in race 4 we have a pair of claims on 2 Favaro Sealster and also 5 Woodmere Denver. 2 claims each on Favaro Sealster and Woodmere Denver. The second race over finish from the top is a 4261 refund 8573. That's 4261 refund 8573 on the bottom. Field for race number 3 on parade. One is Stonebridge Alien, Jay Harris for Sean Stacy and Catherine Stacy. And Nancy Malik. And number 2 is Babbling Billy, Brett McDonough for Murray Brather and Kevin McKinley, and Vincent and Pino Albanese. And number 3 is Lexus Lou, Paul McKenzie drives and trains and owns. Number 4 is Boyd Bay, J.R. Plot for Marie Helene DuPont. Number 5, Benjamin B. Scott Kohler for Ken Oliver. Number 6, Don't Play with Fire, Sammy Filia for Julie Walker and Leonard Gamble. 7 is Scratched. 8 is Stroker, Austin Sorry for Gary Rive, Ashley and Matthew Rive Bohanec. And number 9 is Better Talker, Jason Ryan for Greg McNair and James and Elizabeth Ross. It's a field of 8 for race number 3. Let's get a look at this field. Horses and geldings, maidens on the pace. And, well, we'll start with number 2, Babbling Billy. Well, had 10 tries last year without a win. This will be the first start of the year. And Babbling Billy, 2 qualifiers to get ready. Made a break in the first one, but the last one did have a pretty big middle half. And Babbling Billy, I think from post position 2, just might be pretty fine here first start of the year. It was 6 out of 10 in the top 3 last year, so had a number of good starts, including we saw this one here in the Prospect Series twice in September. Back-to-back third-place finishes. One of them was 57 flat. Babbling Billy and Brett McDonald 5-2. Number 9, Better Talker, is one that had 3 starts last year, a couple of top 3s, third-place finishes in those 3 starts, first start of the year, and a decent overall qualifier at Woodbine with a good final quarter of 28-1. Better Talker and Jason Ryan for Greg McNair, and a $37,000 yearling purchase. Better Talker 5-1. Number 4, Boyd Bay, J.R. Plot for Marie Helene DuPont, and this is one that had 3 qualifiers, one in April at 3 Rivers, and then a couple at Mohawk. Now, did make a break in one of them, and you do see this one with a couple of third-place finishes and 8 starts last year, Boyd Bay. Overall, I think looks like one that might be able to be a top 3 finisher here. $30,000 yearling, Boyd Bay, 5-2, getting a fair amount of love. And number 6, Don't Play with Fire, Sammy Filia for Julie Walker. This is one that did score a win at Hanover last year, 10 tries, 4 top 3s, and has had 1 start this year, and did race from off the pace at London and came on to be beaten just 2 1/4, so certainly could build off of that and maybe be a top 3 here. Don't Play with Fire, Sammy Filia for Julie Walker is 9-2. But my top one, number 2, Babbling Billy. is rolling for the third. On the inside, Stonebridge Alien, Babbling Billy. In the center, Alexis Lou, Boyd Bay, Benjamin B. To the outside, Don't Play with Fire and Stroker. And the second tier, Better Talker. It's a field of 8. Third dash on a Thursday night at Flamboro Downs. Here they come. And the field for the third is at the start of the rough, and Lexus Lou and Boyd Bay and Don't Play with Fire, the first 3 to drive home. Then Benjamin B. and Stonebridge Alien and Babbling Billy. Then Better Talker, and trailing is Stroker, but Boyd Bay has the lead for J.R. Plum. Don't Play with Fire is second, and Lexus Lou is third. Then Benjamin B. is currently being fourth in front of Stonebridge Alien. Babbling Billy is now moving on the outside, but third from last, and then Better Talker. And back trailing is Stroker. They race on to the opening quarter. Boyd Bay 3-5 favorite. Leads Don't Play with Fire, who's 8-1. And on past that opening quarter they go. Lexus Lou is third. Then Babbling Billy on the inside, Benjamin B. Then it is Stonebridge Alien, Better Talker, and Stroker. Boyd Bay leads as they race off the turn. Boyd Bay on the outside, Babbling Billy is coming first over, but still about 2 off the lead as J.R. Plant looks over his right shoulder to survey the field. Don't Play with Fire is filling the pocket, and Babbling Billy getting up a little closer on the outside, showing second now. On past the half they go. Stonebridge Alien, Lexus Lou on the inside is racing fifth. Then sixth is Benjamin B. And seventh is Stroker. On down the back stretch to go. Now Stroker has moved up to take over sixth and is flying from the backfield. And seventh is Benjamin B. It is still Boyd Bay. Boyd Bay, Babbling Billy is moving second and getting a little bit closer. And then out wide is Stonebridge Alien. On the inside, Don't Play with Fire. And Stroker has come from out of it and is only 3 lengths off the lead and gaining some ground. And then Benjamin B. And dropping back is Lexus Lou. And they race hard around that final turn. Babbling Billy trying to get the better of Boyd Bay. Babbling Billy is moving boldly now. Boyd Bay on the inside and Stonebridge Alien. Babbling Billy on the outside. And they come on to the finish. Babbling Billy get a little rough at the finish there and fighting back on the inside. Boyd Bay against Babbling Billy. Then Don't Play with Fire and Stroker 201 and 4. Back in front of us, the winner of race 3, number 2, Babbling Billy, 3-year-old Stag Party Bay Colt. Brett McDonald, the winning driver for trainer Marie Brather. Marie shares in ownership with Kevin McKinley and Vincent and Pino Albanese. First win for Babbling Billy. The third race payouts to Babbling Billy, 540, 230, 210 for Boyd Bay, 230, 210, 6 don't play with fire, 340, $2 exactor, 1370, try, 27.95, dollar super, 118.50, 20 cents super, 23.70. Third race where we finish from the top, 51726, 3 scratch for 8. That is 51723, scratch for 8. Field for the fourth race is on parade. Scratched one, Raising Sand. Two, Favaro Silster. Two, Clams. Daryl Thiessen for Gerard Demaris and Maurice Soleil Fontaine. And number three is Night Terror, Austin Saray for Jared Mann. Number four is Mortgage My Villa, Steve Houdon for Guy Chrétien. Five is Woodmere Denver, Jay Harris for Pamela Goodale. Two claims entered. Six scratch, seven, pick a genre, Jason Ryan for Shane Barrington, Kayla Hendry, and Hayden Surratt and Janai Galam. Number eight is Artistic Pick, Sammy Filia for Joe Pereira and Chelsea Pereira. And nine is St. Lad's Flirt. It's Brent McDonald for Ron McDonald. It's a field of seven, scratches of one and six, and we have clams and two for Favaro Silster and five, Woodmere Denver. Let's look at some of the main players in here. We'll start with number two, Favaro Silster. 4-1 on the board right now. A couple of claims in. Comes in off of a win, but that was in a class below this one. But the one thing to note, since January 1st of last year, has 21 wins. In fact, 8 wins and 16 starts on the year. And Favaro Silster gets the inside post advantage. Daryl Thiessen for Gerard Demaris. Gerard having a very fine year. And Daryl Thiessen's almost up to the 300 mark driving. Favaro Silster, 3-1, I think offers value. Number three, Night Terror, the 4-5 favorite, and was a dominant winner by 4 lengths last time out. Mile of 57-1. That was at London. And one that's been racing consistently well. Look at on the year, 13 top 3 finishes and 18 starts, including 4 wins, and 3 of those wins have come in the last 6 starts. Comes in on a nice run of consecutive top 3 finishes. Night Terror definitely could terrorize my top pick. Austin Sorry for Jared Mann. Jared has got a very healthy win percentage on the year, winning at about a third of his starts. Night Terror and Austin Sorry looking for a third win in the evening. Night Terror, even money. Number 5, Woodmere Denver. A couple of claims in, and look, this is one that won in the this same class, whereas last time out both Night Terror and Favaro Silster were in bottom level condition 8 claimers. Woodmere Denver in a straight 8 last time out was able to go to the front and win in 55-3. So overall, actually Woodmere Denver looks to be the best value right now. Jay Harris for Pamela Goodale leaves at a post 4 and is 4-1. And number 9, St. Lad's Flirt. Well, 54 career wins. Veteran that had 14 wins last year. Won last time out at London in the winners underclass. Moves up a level now. St. Lad's Flirt. Brett McDonald for Ron McDonald. If Brett can work out a trip from the trailer post, he's right there with the first 3 that we mentioned. It should be an interesting dash, but my top one is 2 for Favaro Silster at 2-1. Gate is rolling for race number 4. Favaro Silster Night Terror on the inside. Mortgage My Villa, Woodmere Denver in the center. To the outside, pick a genre, artistic pick, and the second tier, St. Lad's Flirt. It's a field of 7 for the 4th race. And the field is at the start of the rough, and Night Terror is going to leave with Mortgage My Villa at Woodmere, Denver, rather. It is Night Terror and Woodmere, Denver, as the field sprints on around that first turn. And then Favaro Silster on the inside, but now taking third, Mortgage My Villa. Favaro Silster is fourth away. Then it is back to St. Lad's Flirt and the trailing pair, Pick a Genre and Artistic Pig. Night Terror 6-5 on the board has the lead as they race on to the opening quarter. Woodmere, Denver is second. Mortgage My Villa at 15-1 is third right now. And Favaro Sealster is in mid-pack fourth in front of St. Lad's Flirt, and then Pick a Genre and Artistic Pick. And on past the opening quarter, Night Terror 6-5 on the board has the lead, and Woodmere, Denver's racing second. Mortgage My Villa, Favaro Sealster is racing positioned fourth in front of St. Lad's Flirt. Then it is Pick a Genre and Artistic Pick. On past the half for Night Terror, and they work their way to the 5/8. Night Terror, there goes Favaro Sealster now. Up and challenging now, is moving on the outside, but still holding on to second is Woodmere, Denver. Favaro Sealster steadily progressing. Now is come on to take over second and is bearing down on Night Terror. It is Night Terror, Favaro Sealster. From the backfield, Pick a Genre is picking up horses quickly, and Favaro Sealster has come on to grab the lead. Now Pick a Genre is second, Night Terror third, and then racing for the St. Lad's Flirt, and then it's Woodmere, Denver, trailing pair Artistic Pick and Mortgage My Villa. Favaro Sealster, but Pick a Genre on the outside now has picked up Favaro Sealster and taken the lead, and it is Pick a Genre. Pick a Genre as they turn on down the stretch. Pick a Genre is giving the rest of the field the blues. It is Pick a Genre who's going to win and take it by 2.5 or 3. Favaro Sealster, Woodmere, Denver, and Night Terror. Pick a Genre was able to pop up and win. There's the winner, Jason Ryan, with 7. Pick a Genre. 6-year-old Roll with Joe. Bay Ridgeling owned by Kayla Hendry. Hayden Surratt and Janai Gallant. Shane Barrington, the trainer. 5th win on the year for Pick a Genre, 17th lifetime. The 4th race payout, 7. Pick a Genre. $10, 510, 432. Favaro Sealster, 310, 345. Woodmere, Denver, $4. $2 exactor, 43.40. Dollar try, 59.65. Dollar super, 92.40. Dollar pick 3, 92.90. The fourth race claims 2 Favero Silstra. The new trainer will be Daryl Laver. And 5 Woodmere Denver. The new trainer Brett Lester. Fourth race order finished from the top. Scratch 2473, scratch 156. That's scratch 2473, scratch 156. For the fifth race on parade, 1, Buck and Better, Jay Harris for Amanda Riley and Scott and Lisa Henry. Number 2 is Little Manny, Sammy Filia for Rafael Barras and Kimia Ebacher. Number 3 is Don't Poke the Bear, Scotty Kohler for Ken Middleton Jr. and James Grant and Dave Walls and Kendall Middleton. Number 4 is Mel's Legacy, Jason Ryan for Mark Goddard and William Brown. And number 5 is Nevada Dragon, Brett Medina for Mike White, Niaski, and Robert Jones. And number 6, Captain Butler, Steve Houdon for Nick Liadis and Mary Ratchford. And number 7 is Winmere Denny, Dale Spence for Mackenzie Spence. 9 is Perfect Smiley, Nick Stewart for Peter Christie. And number 8 is Beach Cruiser, Paul McKenzie for Gary Ford and Janet Kinney. It's a field of 9 for race number 5. Dash features the Super High 5. Well, let's get a look at this field, and we'll start with number 3, Don't Poke the Bear. Well, drops a couple of classes and also gets a better post position. You do see this one 3 races ago racing well, beaten just a length. Then the last 2 trailer post here and then post 7 at Sarnia. I think Don't Poke the Bear. Only one win on the air, but I think compares really nicely in this spot. I don't like 4 to 5, but Don't Poke the Bear, probably the one to beat. Number 5, Nevada Dragon, certainly not racing well the last couple of starts at Mohawk, but was good here, at least moderately successful. Back-to-back third-place finishes, and Nevada Dragon, I think, shows enough overall ability. You get wrapping down from Mike White Niaski to fit well in this class, and is 5 to 1. 1 Buck and Better is also 5 to 1. He's had just 4 starts this year. Hasn't really been able to get much rolling, but this could be a good spot. You get the inside post and also one that's a couple of qualifiers to get ready. Hasn't raced since the 20th of February, but 2 qualifiers. Decent qualifier last time out, a mile of 57 at Kawartha. Buck and Better on the inside, 5 to 1. And number 2, Little Manny. Little Manny's had little success of late, but the second last time we saw this one here was back early in February. Raced above this class to a second, had an inside post on that day. Maybe Little Manny, who was sent up by Rafael Barassa, could get back rolling here and getting away from London and trying this class. Little Manny could step up and be a large Manny. Semi-filia for Rafi Barassa. Strong connections, 5 to 1. But number 3, Don't Poke the Bear, even money. lead is rolling for race number 5. It's Buck and Better and Little Manny and Don't Poke the Bear on the inside. In the center, Mel's Legacy, Nevada Dragon to the outside, Captain Butler, Woodmere Denny, and Beach Cruiser. And the second here, Perfect Smiley. Field of 9, race number 5. And the field for the 5th race is at the start of the rough. Mel's Legacy, Woodmere Jenny, Buck and Better on the inside. Then it is Little Manny and Don't Poke the Bear, Nevada Dragon. Then it is back further to Perfect Smiley. Second from last is Captain Butler, and Beach Cruisers trailing the field. Woodmere Jenny now has come on to get the lead. Woodmere Jenny, and then Buck and Better is going to come back around, and Buck and Better at 12-1 now is going to lead, and Woodmere Jenny at 25-1 is second. Racing third is Little Manny, just about 2.5 lengths off the lead and pops out quickly right now. And Little Manny is surging on the outside, 27-4 opening quarter. And on the outside, Little Manny with a large move on the outside, trying to come on and get the lead. Buck and Better is racing second. Woodmere Jenny, Mel's Legacy, Don't Poke the Bear is racing fifth as they race off the turn. Then it is back to Nevada Dragon and Perfect Smiley and Captain Butler. And they work their way on past the half, 57-3. And leading the way is Little Manny. Little Manny on into the backstretch, 57-3 halftime. And that lead is a length and 3/4. Mel's Legacy dueling with Buck and Better for second. And Don't Poke the Bear is well spotted second for fourth. Then Woodmere Denny on the inside fifth. And now 3 wide is Don't Poke the Bear. Little Manny is still got a lead of about 3/4 of length. Mel's Legacy center of the track out wide is Don't Poke the Bear, closing ground. Then Buck and Better is racing fourth. Nevada Dragon, Woodmere Jenny, and also coming is Captain Butler. They're bunching up 5 across the track, 3/4, 126-3. And the field turns for home. Little Manny charging Nevada Dragon, and also down the stretch drive, Don't Poke the Bear. Up the inside, Buck and Better charging Nevada Dragon. On the inside, Buck and Better. Buck and Better. It's Buck and Better close with Don't Poke the Bear, and flying on the outside, Captain Butler. A 3-way photo in 157-1. On the board, 6-1-3-2-4. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race 5. It is number 6, Captain Butler, 6-year-old Captain Treacherous Bay Gelding. Leased by Mary Rashford, trained by Nick Liatis. Steve Houdon's the winning driver. It's the first win of the year for Captain Butler, 12th win lifetime. The fifth race payout, 6, Captain Butler. 550, 590, 340. 1, Buck and Better, 1290 and 560. And 3, Don't Poke the Bear, 220. $2 exactor, 116.20. Dollar try, 235.55. 20-cent high five, 376.80. 20-cent pick five, 1,093.90. Ka-ching. Also note 20-cent super high five was 376.80. Fifth race, so we're finished from the top, 243 561 789. That's 243 561 789. Field for race number 6 on parade. 1 Lions King, Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley and Barry McLennan and Shelley Racing. And number 2 is Bottle Rocket, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen and Chris Nickel. Number 3 is To Jennifer's Credit, Dale Spence for Sean Arnett. Number 4 is Stone Carver, Austin Torrey for Anthony Beaton and Robert Bridges. And number 5 is KJ Owen, Brett Madonna for Mitchell Tierney and Lynn Cameron. Number 6, Nova Scotia Strong, Tyler Moore drives and trains for James Bagnall and Archie Hattie and Gordy Rudolph. Number 7, Highland Hot Sauce, Steve Houdon for Michelle Bowen. 8 is Odds on Carmel, Daryl Thiessen for Gerard Damaris and Mark LeMay. And 9 is You're the One, Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen and Travis Cullen. Field of 9, race number 6. Let's look at the main players in this dash. And, well, Stone Carver gets another try here at Flamboro, one that was a very fine earner last year. This year hasn't been quite as good for Stone Carver, but last time out, beaten just half a length, now gets a better post, and another try at this level, and I think it might be time for Stone Carver to break through. Austin Sorey looks for the driving hat trick on the evening. This one sent up by Anthony Beaton, and Stone Carver, I think, is one that's got a very big shot in this class. 7-5 on the board. Also the one that beat Stone Carver last time out. You're the One is drawn poorly to the trailer post. Stone Carver 3-2. 1 Lions King, well, 18 wins since the 1st of January last year, 47 lifetime, a lot of total class, 582,000 lifetime, and, well, has 4 wins in the past 6 starts. Lions King most recently winning at Kawartha, and also is one that raced in this class 2 races ago here, and was a very strong second, led all the way, just got caught, picked up by 1 horse at the finish. Lions King and Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley. Solid play at 4-1. 9, You're the One, might be the best one in here, but the trailer post has a way of evening some things out a little bit. 11 top 2 finishes in 15 starts on the year. Hurricane Hensley for Jody Cullen. You're the One, a winner in this class last start, May the 15th. You're the One is on the board at 3-1. And number 7, Highland Hot Sauce. Well, last race from a bit off the pace was a little more saucy. Bounced back to race 4th. In fact, this is one that of the past 5 starts, 4 of them were top 4 finishes and a 7th place finish mixed into that bunch. But Highland Hot Sauce, I think, can squeeze onto the ticket. Steve Houdon already has a win on the evening. Michelle Bowen training. Highland Hot Sauce 13-1. But my top one for Stone Carver 6-5. Gate is rolling for the 6th. Lions King, Bottle Rocket, and To Jennifer's Credit. In the center, Stone Carver and KJ Owen. And to the outside, Nova Scotia Strong, Highland Hot Sauce, and Odds on Carmel. And the second here, You're the One. It's a field of 9 for the 6th race, and it is post time. Field for the 6th race in the stretch. They're at the start of the round. Odds on Carmel blasts from the outside. Lions King, Stone Carver, the top 3. And KJ Owen is racing fourth. And then You're the One driving through to the inside. Has now got fourth. And KJ Owen to the outside. And then Bottle Rocket is sixth. And seventh is Nova Scotia Strong. Then to Jennifer's Credit. And Highland Hot Sauce is trailing the field. Odds on Carmel and Daryl Cheeson from post 8 with the lead. Lions King is racing second in the early action. Then it is Stone Carver, KJ Owen, and racing position 5th is You're the One. In front of Bottle Rocket and Nova Scotia Strong, then to Jennifer's Credit and Highland Hot Sauce 27-3. Odds on Carmel at 40-1 leads right now. Lions King is second. Stone Carver is third as the field comes off the turn. Now Stone Carver is only 3 lengths off the lead, and then working on the outside comes You're the One, and Stone Carver is going to pop out from third. Coming first over, You're the One is following on the outside. Up the inside is KJ Owen, then Bottle Rocket, Nova Scotia Strong to Jennifer's Credit and Highland Hot Sauce 57-1 halftime. Odds on Carmel at 40-1 still has the lead. Stone Carver is carving into that lead. It's down to just a length now. Lions King third. You're the One is racing fourth. Then KJ Owen and Bottle Rocket is moving up and is sixth. And then Nova Scotia Strong to Jennifer's Credit and Highland Hot Sauce. 3/4 126 and Stone Carver sticks ahead in front. Grabs the lead from long shot. Odds on Carmel. 3 wide comes Bottle Rocket now. Squeezing out Lions King in the center of the track is third right now. Then Bottle Rocket and You're the One. And on the inside, KJ Owen. Out wide is Nova Scotia Strong. On down the stretch where they come. Stone Carver and Lions King. Stone Carver is going to win. Lions King picks up second. Then it was KJ Owen and Odds on Carmel. 155-3 Stone Carver. There's the winner of race 6 for Stone Carver. Austin Sir with a driving hat trick. Stone Carver, 6-year-old Better's Delight, big gelding, owned by Robert Bridges of Campbellville. Anthony Beaton's the trainer. It's the second win this year for Stone Carver, 15th lifetime. Might have won 55-3. The 6th race, payouts for Stone Carver, 270, 210, 210. 1 Lions King, 290, 220. 5 KJ Owen, 440. $2 exactor, $6.40. Dollar try, $20.95. Dollar super, $100, $86.30. 20-cent pick 4, $47.44. The sixth race order finished in the top. 268 137 945. That's 268 137 945 at the bottom. Field for race number 7 on parade 1. Ginger Tree Finney, Brent McDonough for Gary Brife. Number 2 is Counter Offer, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen. And number 3, Bugs McGuire, Austin Sorry for Rachel Andrew. For His Heart's Alive, Jay Harris for Dwayne Marfisi, and David Jarvis and William Cece and Henson Wong. 5 is Cabot Beach, Sammy Filia for Mary Ratchford and Brady Doyle. And number 6 is Brookdale Mickey, Daryl Thiessen for Gerard Demers. And number 7, Reactor Now, Jason Ryan for Greg Manera and Bradley Grant. Number 8 is Bolt Power, Dale Spence for Mark Goddard and Brenda Darrable. And 9 is Palladium Hanover, Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen, Paul Sanders, and A1 Stable. Field of 9, race number 7. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, we'll start with number 3, Bugsy McGuire, 11 to 1 on the board, and I think some good value. Look, this is one that was just third last race, and the 2 previous starts didn't go well, but Bugsy McGuire, a solid earner last year, and one that has a lot of back class, and I think showed signs of coming around last race, finished the mile strongly. Bugsy McGuire leaving out of post 3, Austin Sorry looking for a 4th win on the evening. Bugsy McGuire is currently 9 to 1 on the board. Others to get a look at, how about number 5, Cabot Beach, one that raced at Mohawk the last couple of starts, both of them 52 and 1, and now we'll try things here. Cabot Beach before that had been south of the border, racing at Northfield, and is one that I think overall compares pretty nicely in this spot. Cabot Beach could be dangerous. Sammy Filia for Mary Ratchford, Cabot Beach 2 to 1. Number 1, Ginger Tree Finney, 9 to 5 on the board. 7th in each of the last couple of starts at Mohawk, but in against much tougher. Look at 3 starts ago. In a non-winners of 6, which is a tough class, was 3rd. Raced in this class before that, was a winner. Only win of the year. This is one, though, that tends to be a bit win-shy. 4 wins in the past 48 starts. During that time, had 12 runner-up finishes. Ginger Tree Finney, Brett McDonough for Gary Brife, 9 to 5. And one more to look at, 9, Palladium Hanover. Palladium Hanover is one that I think definitely has to be a consideration here. And one that only has 1 win in 18 starts on the year, but I think fits pretty nicely in this spot. The last time in this class was 3 races ago. Good mile of 53 and 2, second beaten just half a length. Trailer Post is not a favor to Palladium Hanover, but Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen, 3 to 1, definitely a contender. Gate is rolling for the 7th. Ginger Tree Finney, Counter Offer. Bugsy McGuire on the inside. In the center, Arts Alive and Cabot Beach. Into the outside, Brookdale Mickey, Reactor Now, Bolt Power, second tier Palladium Hanover. It's a field of 9. It's race number 7. And the field for the 7th race is at the top of the stretch. Here they come. field for the seventh race is at the starter off. Reactor now. Arts Alive and Cabot Beach, and on the inside, Ginger Tree Finney. Bugsy McGuire is fifth away. The field charges around that turn. Counter Offer is racing sixth. Then Palladium, Hanover, and Brookdale Mickey, and Bolt Power is trailing the field. Ginger Tree Finney. There goes Reactor now, and Reactor now is moving up on the outside, and Reactor now is going to fire to take the lead, and Cabot Beach is pressing on the outside, and also popping out is Ginger Tree Finney. Ginger Tree Finney quickly circled around Reactor now, and Ginger Tree Finney has the lead. Reactor now is racing second, and Cabot Beach is getting hung out to dry. Arts Alive is racing fourth, then Bugs McGuire and Counter Offer as they come off the turn. The trailing three, Palladium, Hanover, and Brookdale Mickey, and Bold Power, and they head up towards the half. Ginger Tree Finney and Brent McDonald's got the lead. Cabot Beach is stuck on the outside, racing second. Reactor now, then Arts Alive. Counter Offer moves on the outside. Bugs McGuire is locked down to the inside, racing position sixth, and seventh, Palladium Hanover. Then it is back to Bold Power and Brookdale Mickey. Ginger Tree Finney at even money with the lead of a 57-2 halftime. And on the outside, still grinding away is Cabot Beach in third. Reactor now. Counter Offer is racing second over fourth. Arts Alive is fifth. And then it is Palladium Hanover. Bugs McGuire on the pylons and Brookdale Mickey. And then it is back to Bold Power. Three quarters, 1:26-1, and the field races the way to the top of the stretch. It's still Ginger Tree Finney, Reactor now, and on the outside, Counter Offer. Then Arts Alive, and in the center of the track is Cabot Beach on down the stretch. Around they come. Ginger Tree Finney still moving well. Reactor now, and Arts Alive as they come on to the finish, and a late push flying is Brookdale Mickey, but Ginger Tree Finney wins it. Reactor now was second. Then it was Arts Alive and Brookdale Mickey, 1:56-3. Back in front of us, the winner of race 7-1, Ginger Tree Finney. Brett McDonald, the winning driver. Ginger Tree Finney, leased by Gary Brevet, was also the trainer. Second win of the year, 15th lifetime, Ginger Tree Finney. Seventh race payouts: 1 Ginger Tree Finney, 410, 280, and 210. 7 Reactor now, 540, 370. And 4 Arts Alive, $6, $2 Exactor, 38.70. Dollar Try, 127.15. Dollar Super, 776.85. 20-cent Super, 155.37. 7th race, or we finish from the top: 156, 384, 279. That's 156, 384, 279 on the bottom. Scheduled for the 8th on Parade 1, Gans by Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen, and the owner is Chris Nickel. And number 2, Happy in Control, property out of Murray Breather and Dean Lockhart and Wayne Carlton. And number 3, Dylan's Vet, Jason Ryan for Tim Myers and Valpar Stables. Number 4, Mr. Commodore, Jay Harris for Claire Bradshaw and Brian Jameson. Number 5, Wicked Dancer, Tyler Moore for Sean Stacy and Hudson Standardbreds. And number 6 is Luna's Legacy, Austin Surrey for Joe Pereira and Chelsea Pereira. Number 7, Garrison Eddie Hensley for Gary Kingshot. 8 is Wicked Storm, semi-failure for Scott McEnany and Andrea Lee Racing. And 9, Big Bad Jackson, Scotty Coulter for Ken Oliver. It's a field of 9. It's race number 8, horses and geldings on the pace. Now winners of 2, purse of 8,000. Let's get a look at some of the main players in this dash. And, well, we'll start with number 5, Wicked Dancer, who did race to a solid second last time out, beaten a length. And that was a nice step forward. Just the 3rd start of the year. One that did win one of 4 starts last year as a 2-year-old. I think Wicked Dancer headed in the right direction. And Tyler Moore for Sean Stacy. Wicked Dancer, like the price of 5-1. Number 8, Wicked Storm. I think it's the logical one to take in here, but I opted to go elsewhere just because of Post 8, but has had 2 starts this year, both of them wins, both of them in this class, and one of them was more of a front-end effort and one from off the pace from the trailer post, so Wicked Storm has shown the ability to be versatile and may need that here from Post 8. Sammy Filia for Scott McEnany, the favorite at 7-5. Number 3, Dylan's Vet, did have wins here March 30th and April 6th, both of them in the maiden class. And the last time out was 3rd from off the pace, May the 1st in this class. That is the last start, though, was scratched from the last start, Vet 6, so it's been off now about 4 weeks, but, 3 weeks and a few days. Dylan's Vet, Jason Ryan for Tim Myers, is one that's got 2 wins on the year. Those 2 wins I mentioned, Dylan's Vet. 12-1 seems like a fair price for Dylan's Vet to take a shot, but yeah, last race May the 1st. That's why you're looking at such a price. But the barn is sharp. Jason Ryan's having a good year again. Dylan's Vet is 15-1. And one more is number 1, Gansby, is one that hasn't raced since the 7th of February, qualified at Mohawk in 57. This is one that does show 53 and change, a couple of starts back in December and January racing at Mohawk. Only 1 win last year, though, in 19 starts. 5 top 3s. Gansby, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen, 7-2. Gate is rolling for the 8th. Gansby, Happy in Control. Dylan's Vet on the inside. In the center, Mr. Commodore, Wicked Dancer. To the outside, Luna's Legacy, Garrison, and Wicked Storm. And the second tier, Big Bad Jackson. It's a field of 9 for race number 8. And the field is set to start of the rough, and Mr. Commodore with Wicked Dancer, Luna's Legacy, and Gearson. Gansby is fifth, and then it is Happy in Control, and Big Bad Jackson and Dylan's Veb as the field works their way on into the backstretch. And on top right now is Mr. Commodore. Mr. Commodore has got the lead as they race their way on down the backstretch. Mr. Commodore has a lead of about 6 or 7 lengths right now. And racing second, Wicked Dancer, Luna's Legacy, and Gearson. Then it is back to Gansby, Big Bad Jackson, and Happy in Control, and Dylan's Vab. And then way back is Wicked Storm after an early break. And Mr. Commodore has the lead as they race off the turn. Mr. Commodore leads by about 4 lengths right now. Wicked Dancer, Luna's Legacy, and Gearson is racing fourth. Then it is back to Gansby and Big Bad Jackson and Happy in Control. And that early break was Dylan's Vet way back at the back of the bus as they work their way off the turn and head on towards the 5/8. Mr. Commodore has the front. Mr. Commodore has the lead. Mr. Commodore and racing second, Wicked Dancer, then Luna's Legacy and Gearson and Gansby, and then Big Bad Jackson and Happy in Control as they work their way on by 3/4, 127 and 1. And now it is Wicked Dancer who's danced up alongside Mr. Commodore. Wicked Dancer has taken a lead of a half a length. Mr. Commodore, though, is fighting on the inside. It is Wicked Dancer and Mr. Commodore, and now Gansby is out 3 wide as they come on down the stretch drive, and it is Wicked Dancer who's come on now to take the late lead. Wicked Dancer, Mr. Commodore, and while Ashley stepping up to get second was Gansby, then Mr. Commodore, and Luna's Legacy 157 and 4. On the board, 5146. Coming back in front of the winner of race 8-5, Wicked Dancer, the winning drive to Tyler Moore. Wicked Dancer, 3-year-old McWicked Bay gelding by Hudson Standardbreds and William Hunter, and Sean Stacy is the trainer. First win this year, second lifetime for Wicked Dancer. Eighth race, payouts 5. Wicked Dancer, 1110, 510, 360. 1 Gansby, 350, 284. Mr. Commodore, 720. $2 exactor, 33.70. Dollar try, 120, 10. 20 cent super, 1192, 12. The eighth race, or a finish from the top down, is a 278314596. That's 278314596 in the bottom. Field for the ninth on parade one. How you play the game. Sammy Filia for Jody Cullen and David Snowden. Number 2 is Anavond, Paul McKenzie for Luke Bland, Determination, and Guy Corbeil. Number 3, Crazy World, Austin Troy for Kathy Chikeen. And number 4, Control the Power, Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen and David Snowden. And 5 is Going Fast, Jason Ryan for Gerard Demaris and Tag Incorporated. Number 6, On Top of Rain Man, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen and Chris Nickel. Number 7, Reign Supreme, Daryl Cheeson for Zachary Carroll. And 9, Lines Brush Marks, Brent Madonna for John Lougheed. Number 8 is Clinch Vet, Anthony Hahn for Tim Myers and David O'Macaulay. Well, fans, let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 2, Anavant, 9-5 on the board, and one that raced well each of the last couple races. 2 starts ago, a post 8, and came working late to be second, beaten neck. And then last race, a good off the pace effort to be second. Probably needs to flash a little bit of gate speed now, but look, Anavant is one with a lot of back class, sent up by Luke Blay, training, and Paul McKenzie driving. And Anavant lightly raced the last couple years, but does have 6 wins in the past 16 starts. I think it's time for Anavant here to step up and add another win. 9-5 on the board. Number 4, Control the Power, has been racing at Mohawk, and last couple races, both 51 and change. This is one that did have 15 top 2 finishes last year. Had a good earnings year last year. This year has not been as good, but now getting away from Mohawk to try things here. Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen. Control the Power is 3-1. Number 5, Going Fast, consistently racing in the top 3 of late, and looks sent up by Gerard Demaris, has 4 wins in 14 starts this year after going over 27 last year. Going Fast having a better year, and overall has back class. Jason Ryan driving Going Fast 5-2, a definite win threat. And number 8, Clint's Vet, nice job from post 8 last race to come on and get the win. Moves up one level, but Clint's Vet, certainly that was a nice start in a little tougher spot. And again, from that same tough post position, might be asking too much to win back-to-back races from post 8. But you got to respect that last race. 15-1, kind of enticing. Clint's Vet and Anthony Hahn for Tim Myers. And Tim has put up some strong numbers this year. Clint's Vet is 15-1. Gate is rolling for the ninth, taking up their positions. How you play the game in Anavant and Crazy World on the inside. In the center, control the power and going fast to the outside. On top of Rain Man. Reign Supreme, Cleanse Vet, second tier Lions, Brush Marks, Field of Nine. Race number 9. They're approaching the top of the stretch. Here they come. And the field for the ninth race is at the start of the rough. Control the power. Reign Supreme blasting on the outside. Reign Supreme is going to grab the lead. Control the power is second. How you play the game and going fast, those are your top 4. Then on the inside, Lions, Brush Marks, and Anavant is 6th away. Then on top, Rain Band, back to Crazy World, and Clinsvet is trailing the field. Reign Supreme is reigning right now, 5-2 on the board. Control the power in control of second. How you play the game is playing from third, in front of going fast, and then it is Lions, Brush Marks, and Avant is 6th, but right now about 9 or 10 off the lead. Then it is on top Rain Man, and back to Crazy World as they work their way on around the turn, and then trailing the field is Clint Van. 27-second opening quarter, and Reign Supreme with the front. Reign Supreme control the power. Here comes going fast, going quicker on the outside now, giving cover to Lions Brush Marks, who's now taking over 4th. 5th is how you play the game, and Anavant is kicking into gear on the outside, 6th now, about 4 off the lead, 56-3 halftime. 7th is on top Rain Man, and then it is back further to Crazy World, and Clint's Vet has yet to kick in and has a ton of work to do. Reign Supreme is leading. Reign Supreme by a length and a half. Control the powers on the inside, second. Going fast outside, third. And now trying to grab second and take it from Control the Power. And they head by 3/4, and it is Reign Supreme, 125-2. Anavant is kicking it out wide, and it is Reign Supreme who's got the lead. Anavant is digging 3 wide and closing ground on the inside is Control the Power. Going fast is weakening it up the inside. How you play the game, and on top, Rain Man, they turn for home. Reign Supreme and Control the Power. Reign Supreme, Control the Power, and Anavant. Reign Supreme still is leading. Reign Supreme on a rainy Thursday wins the final dash, and then Control the Power. Anavant and how you play the game. Mile of 1, 54-2. Reign Supreme. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 9. It's 7 Reign Supreme. Daryl Thiessen, the winning driver. Reign Supreme, 5-year-old control the moment Brown Gelding. Owned and trained by Zachary Carroll. Second win this year. 9th lifetime for Reign Supreme. Ninth race payout, 7 Reign Supreme, 750, 450, and 260. 4 Control the Power, 310, 220. 2 Enavant, 210. $2 exactor, 27.50. Dollar try, 30.80. 20-cent high five, 110.13. $2 double, 70.50. 20-cent pick four, 26.41. Ninth race order finish from the top, 435, 267, 189. That's from the top down, 435, 267, 189 on the bottom. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this Thursday evening. Action resumes Saturday, first race, 6:35 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shanna.